When it comes to comfort food, lasagna is most certainly high on the list of my favorites, but it's not exactly quick and easy, and that's where lasagna skillets come in. It's a great way to get all the elements of a great lasagna, but in so much less time. So I'm gonna make a pesto chicken lasagna skillet. It is absolutely stunning and so comforting. I've been sauteing some thinly sliced onion with garlic in a little butter and oil, and I'm gonna move on with the sauce for the lasagna skillet. And I'm gonna whip out the store-bought pesto. I'm actually gonna add about 2/3 of a cup or so. I want this to be pretty saucy and rich, so I'm also gonna add the same amount of white wine. I mean, white wine and pesto, sign me up, no matter what the dish is. So the pan's pretty hot and it's already kind of reducing a little bit. So I'm gonna add some heavy cream. Any kind of lasagna that has chicken and a cream sauce to me is just divine. Very comforting. And I'm gonna add some rotisserie chicken, and that's part of what makes this pesto chicken lasagna so easy. I'm also adding some canned artichoke hearts that I chopped. And this is a good time to add some salt and pepper. And then quite a bit of Parmesan, which will add amazing flavor and also kind of thicken the sauce just a little bit. A lot of times I'll add spinach to a lasagna like this, but this time I'm gonna add kale, which is really nice. The kale seems to hold up just a little bit better than the spinach during the cooking process. And I just chopped the kale. You can also shave it thin, or you can keep it in larger chunks and just tear big chunks of it if you want to. All right, so now it's time for the lasagna. And I am using lasagna, but I broke it into pieces before I cooked it. And this is part of what makes a lasagna skillet so easy. You just kind of break the lasagna into the boiling water, let it cook, and then you have all of these wonderful chunks of lasagna without having to fuss with all the layers. Now you want to toss it so it's all really mixed together and you don't have any big sections where it's just lasagna or just chicken. So it looks really well mixed to me. And next comes the cheese. And when I say cheese, I mean cheese. I'm adding a bunch of grated mozzarella. I really kind of like this hard mozzarella. It doesn't quite get as watery when it bakes. Okay, so this just needs to go under the broiler for 2 minutes until the cheese is melted and bubbly. Wow, golden and luscious and bubbly around the edges. So you can just dig in and serve, but of course, I love to keep going when it comes to a dish like this. And I have some ricotta cheese, and I'm just doing dollops all over. And I love doing it right when it comes out of the oven, so then it kind of starts to warm the ricotta a little bit. And then I have some pesto. And again, just dollops. You can drizzle it back and forth or just kind of put it near the ricotta. And then I just have a diced fresh tomato, which is just a nice little thing to put on top. So I'm tearing some basil, scattering that all over. It's almost too pretty to serve. Key word being almost. I am serving this. Looks too good. So you can kind of cut it with a knife if you want to, or just kind of get in here with a spoon. This is kind of how I do things. No need to be too neat and orderly. And then you can see this glorious sauce in the bottom of the skillet. Make sure you get that and just kind of spoon it around. Wow, can you believe how fast that was? Lasagna in minutes instead of like 2 hours, which is what the regular stuff takes. All right, I love regular lasagna, but I could make these lasagna skillets every day for the rest of my life, especially if pesto and cream are involved.